is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3, the small forward. Allen outside. The rookies are still trying to get their firm footing as a new season begins and a new arena for them opens up. Talk about your journey over the course of your rookie year.
Yeah, I remember it was really exciting to have fulfilled the dream of being an NBA player. I struggled early in the season, particularly against some of the veteran guys I ran up against, but found my rhythm and really played extremely well for the second segment of the season. But there was a period, Kevin, when I ran into a wall and just had nothing in terms of sharpness or legs. And then all of a sudden, after about a week and a half of that, it just went away. And I hit my stride and finished strong.
They get it back. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up, that's why he's boarding it well.
Now here is Augustine. Outside, Levine. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Nice touch on the floater. Another tool that Levine's developed. And he's becoming a better all-around scorer for sure.
Doncic against Levine. And Davis sends it back. And Levine throws it down.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Doncic, bounce pass. Here's Markkanen. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Hutchison. Now here is Augustine. Allen. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
To the paint. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Murray.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
But coming out of Washington is a one-and-done. DeJounte Murray was considered a raw prospect.
Yeah, very raw. The 29th pick in the 2016 draft, guys, taken by the Spurs. Excellent physical tools and outstanding athleticism. It was surprising that he left when he did. I recall that when I heard. But at 6'5", a 7-foot wingspan, he's got a chance to be special.
That shot missing, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. To the middle, and the dunk by Doncic.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now here's Levine. He's got 7. Now the pass to Augustine. And again, Chicago. No good. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After Luka Doncic's miss.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Both teams will make substitutions. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Now here's Curry. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Here is Barea after Denzel Valentine's bucket, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Bulls with the ball. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Davis. No good on the shot. The Mavericks trailing. Curry finds Barea. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Hunter. Nailed from 3-point land.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Done against Berea. Pass to Davis. Pass to Gafford. Lets it go from deep. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks ahead, up by 1. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia.
Older brother, he was a big fan of NBA.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Wagner out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Curry. And it's Berea in at the 1.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the Bulls pick up 2. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Berea's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Dunn passes to Davis. Shoots over Powell. Lets it go from 14. And they pick up 2. Davis has got 5 points so far. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house than the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base, those fans will be around for a while, giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Some changes for Chicago. Allen's checked in for Davis. Zach LaVine comes in for Taurean Prince. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Chris Dunn. And then for Dallas, Zinkas, he's checked in for Wagner. Luka Doncic comes in for Hunter. And Murray subbed in for J.J. Berea. Curry kicks to Murray. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Bulls. Passes it to LaVine. Puts it up from 12. Tries again. And Allen with the layup. Allen's got his first basket of the night.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it. It really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
And Doncic gets it to go. But we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And bringing the fight there, LaVine, fearless, creating contact for the potential +1.
The Bulls making a switch here. Hutchison's checked in, and Dallas with a change here too. Markkanen's checked in, and Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Here's Hutchison. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Here's Doncic. Rebounded by Gafford.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Levine kicks to Augustine. Back to Levine. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And there's the pass to Porzingis. Outside Curry. Off target from outside.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Murray. The Bulls getting the bucket. Doncic outside. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Here's Levine. From past the arc. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Bulls 5 right now. Levine is out there with DJ Augustine. Then there's Allen. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Hutchinson in at the small forward. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me in the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Where he just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year. Whenever he goes,
Augustine, no luck. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Here's Hutchison. Goes back up. Can't capitalize inside.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
Stolen away. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Anthony Davis. Great showing for him last season. Putting in about 26 points per, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
Fires from the line. They grab their own miss. And the layup falls. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
To the inside. And there's Hunter on the assist by Berea. Hunter's got 5 now.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Down against Berea. Prince, the pass to Valentine. Just 5 to shoot. Over Hunter. Second chance shot in deep. Davis drops it in. 11 points in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Doncic passes to Wagner, and the basket is good.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Now Berea. Here's Hunter. Off target with his 3. Outside Levine. Fires the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists tonight.
Relentless in his attack. Zach LaVine, once he gets into a rhythm, man, what a scorer this guy is.
Doncic dishes to Berea. Shoots from the line. Misses off the left eye.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Levine can't hit. And here's Berea from the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Markkanen is out there with Porzingis, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Here's the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And that one, good.
Well, that floater is a shot Murray's had his whole life, guys. The first time I saw him back in college, I could tell right away, instantly, what a great feel he had for that shot.
Pass to Levine. Launches a three. The Mavericks pull it in. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray finds Doncic. The Mavericks rebound. The Bulls leading by 5. To the left wing. Augustine from outside. Traps in the tray. Augustine's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Murray surveying the D. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Dallas calls timeout. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness. But also, he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
Pass to Hutchison. The dish to Allen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Augustine. The teardrop falls in. Augustine's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls.
And I like how crafty Augustine gets in the pick and roll, Kevin. Outstanding at reading what's available and taking advantage of the defense's mistakes.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Bulls making a switch here. Davis is checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Hunter's checked in for Doncic. Augustine with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Davis down low. Markkanen on him. It's blocked.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Bulls. 7-point differential. Here's Allen. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got his 3rd assist on the night. Dallas now running out of time. Right wing. Hunter, no one around him. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. LaVine against Curry. LaVine with it. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Bulls.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it.
Sure did. I mean, this means they'll come out on top in the season series, 2 games to 1 now. Got to be happy about that.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zach LaVine.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Now the Bulls with it. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. On against Perea. Now here's Dunn. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do. We welcome you to Nache and Hey, Dave. Well, he loves playing there, DA, and they love him. Thank you so much. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Nurkic, and it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, the 2 and the 3, it's Fournier and Harris. Bagley is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Thompson. And it's off from three-point range.
And you look at the development of how Clay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
Outside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. You know what, Greg, you're right thinking back to Thompson. He had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Clay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
And it's Russell missing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
On its way from Curry for 2. It's hauled in by Harris. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Pass to Russell. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 5. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Bagley. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, it's good signs.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. Shoots over Fournier. Thompson misses. Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Russell. No good on that one. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Curry, and Curry with the stuff.
Well, Curry's a great athlete, but up on the rim, hanging, Steph showing us a little something.
Here's Russell. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Gordon.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And the pass to Nurkic. At the elbow, Green. Brent with offensive rebounding. Which players can you count on to create second chance opportunities every game they play?
Well, Giannis in Milwaukee does a pretty good job with his length, grabbing boards and being able to go back in and cause some problems for the defense. Rudy Gobert is always around the rim, both defensively and offensively. DeAndre Jordan did that for years. It'll be interesting to see, if he can continue that role down there to be a putback and a stick-back guy.
Al Russell after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first. Pass to Thibault. Back to Nurkic. They kick it out to Green. Hands it from downtown. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Last time in San Francisco, they lost to the Warriors.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Yambo, he's checked in for Bagley. Hachimura comes in for Gordon. Robertson, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for D'Angelo Russell. Now here's Carter Williams. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Offensive rebound. Yambo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Pass to Chris. Back to Waiters. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Here's Bowman. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. There's 10 seconds left in the first. Chris with the bounce pass. With 1 second left, it's all tied in Orlando. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Hachimura. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Andre Robertson. And there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. Bowman pass to Thompson. And now here's Chris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Off the inbound pass.
And this is what makes Robertson a special defender, the elite athleticism and willingness to put his body on the line.
And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect, Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the three ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
The Warriors trailing. And it's blocked.
Robertson out there to play defense. He excels at getting off the ground so quickly to get the block.
Thompson inside the line. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night.
Klay Thompson takes a ton of pride in the catch-and-shoot game. His release is lightning quick.
On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Thompson. Harris's shot is good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Looking at the long season ahead, Brent, as a veteran player, what are some of the habits that keep your body going strong, staying healthy?
Teams have really gotten hip to the idea that we need to rest our star players as much as possible. So efficiency with the work that they do, I think, is the most important thing. Star guys who get into practice and they're on the court for 50 minutes to an hour every day so that there's a rhythm that they can keep and the teammates can keep up along with them on the floor. That's what it's about for those guys. Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance.
Bagley, no good. Warriors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Russell's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Green's checked in. Here's Thibault. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 on the shot clock. And a deep three from Curry. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Gordon up on top. Russell with it. Passes to Hachimura. Oh, that's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. .158 left now here in the second. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bowman, he's guarded by Russell. Here's Nurkic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice decision by Nurkic to just simply square up and knock that one in.
Outside Fournier. Knocks it loose. Curry with the steal. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Draymond Green taking it out on the rim that time.
The Magic trail by 3. And here's Fournier. Russell with a wide open look. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Down low, here's Bowman.
So a moment now to see the story on Yusuf Nurkic. Coming off a terrific season, 12th in rebounding and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And it's the Magic with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Fournier. The Magic again can't hit.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Bagley with the rebound. The Magic trail by 7.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
But hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Now Curry. Offline with his 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Nothing seemed to give way. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Nurkic is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Thibault in at the small forward. And slam dunk by Harris.
Tobias can take you off the bounce. He has that strong face-up game and creates offense that time.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
And here's Russell following Draymond Green's 3. Now, here is Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside for Bagley. 5 to shoot. And it's Gordon missing. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
And here are the Warriors now, following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Good on the triple.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Russell. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Toronto Raptors.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
You know, officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin, and, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair, but understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. And here is Carter Williams after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Harris against Thompson. Harris kicks to Robertson. With the teardrop, he lays it in.
It's clear Robertson just knows his strengths and stays within himself. Good job of recognizing how to score.
Muscala, the pass to Waiters. Golden State moving it around. There's the pass to Thompson. Dishes it to Muscala. Shoots the three. Curry's shot is off. So it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Magic. Trailing here by 8. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Now, here's Robertson. Here's Bagley. And he banks in the layup. Bagley's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Haters no luck. Magic have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Harris passes to Bagley. Over Curry. Got it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Bagley.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Curry against Carter Williams. Chris. And the Warriors miss again. Magic have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. It's good. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Curry. Sweet little floater. Curry's got 12.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Carter Williams. Inside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 4th assist in this one. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Waiters. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Hachimura, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Gordon comes in for Harris. Evan Fournier's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Russell in for Michael Carter Williams. And the Warriors also making a change. Green, he's checked in for Muscala. Now, here's Biyombo. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Clock at 6. Pass to Russell. For the tie. Curry with some nice D. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Warriors ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll be back right. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Fournier and Gordon on the wing. Hachimura out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. It's the mark. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. Here's Hachimura. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Waiters. And good that time. And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
For 3, Fournier sinks the three-pointer.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Passes it to Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Magic. And so Fournier nails both of them. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Waiters surveying the D. Steps back and shoots. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his fifth rebound in this one.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Curry dishes to Nurkic. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Curry gets the bucket.
And none better, Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Steph Curry. Bingo.
Russell with it. Kicked away. And it's the Warriors on the break. Kicks it to Curry. Off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Harris is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Curry. The pass to Thibault. Five on the clock. Thompson from long range. Hachimura grabs the miss. The Magic trail by 4. Fournier pass to Russell. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
Russell against Curry. A three ball. The long distance three is buried. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, the baby-faced assassin stepping up right there. Such a great scorer, and what a situation for Steph to get it done.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're behind by 5. 1:14 left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Aaron Gordon is checking in for Orlando. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
And the basket by Curry.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Russell kicks to Gordon. Fournier against Green. Fournier dishes to Bagley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Interesting how the year progressed for one Marvin Bagley, the former second overall pick in the 2018 draft. Got some increased playing time, his role shifted a little bit, and his confidence was on the rise. Played much better in the second half of the season.
And so Bagley nails them both. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Yeah, this is not the guy you want to step up and make his way to the free throw line, but you wouldn't expect that he's going to miss any of these. Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Davis finds Gordon. Money!
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Magic. Floats one up. Nurkic with the block. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turner Williams, the pass to Jackson. From deep. From deep, 3-point range, and the miss. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Hey, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is...